Reflecting on your life in the area, what has been your favorite part of living here?
My favorite part, I don't know what to tell you. That I own land, I can be proud of that. You know, anytime you get something that's your favorite, don't count on it, because a little bit down the road, it's not going to be your favorite. No matter what you choose to do, I don't care where you work, who's you're with, it's not going to last. Never. Never, ever, ever are you going to have your best job, your best friend, your best car, your best camping trip. None of it lasts. You can't count on anything lasting. So I'd say whatever you do, that's your best trip. Don't follow nobody else. Don't let anybody follow you. And if you do it, that's your responsibility. You're the only one going to answer for it. Nobody can tell you why or who or what. I don't know if that's answering them right or not, but
It's great. It's great.
the only pleasure is what you make. Nobody's going to give you a pleasure unless they want something from you. I don't care where it is. Look at it. Nobody's doing you a favor unless they want something from you. Or they owe you one.
Words of wisdom.
If you could change something about this area, what would it be?
If I could, I'd make them put some water in Silver Lake. Clean the shore. A couple weeks ago, they had a water thing down Silver Lake where they had vendors down there and this and that, whatever. And I'm like, oh, cool. I went down there and it wasn't nothing for the lake. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. It was just they're selling hot dogs and they're having a little get-together or whatever. Silver Lake is bad. That's the worst I've ever seen it. There's no island. There hasn't been an island there in a long time. That water's down a couple feet. It's so murky and mucky, you can't swim there. The water used to come from the cemetery and it went under the road and fed into it. A couple years ago, whatever they did up there to change the water, and there's no water going in there no more. And it's gonna drain down to nothing. And I go down there almost every day. I used to addle the geese eggs. I did that for years. Like the lakes in Athol. I've gotten a lot of them. I chase them down and take their eggs and kill them so that they won't have the babies, because we got an overabundance of them. And you know, a lot of people, I say that, they're like, oh my God, you heard about it. I've had so many women tell me, oh, that's my bird. I say, it ain't your bird. You don't own wild animals. You know, I was hired to do this. Call the town. And they don't want you to call them. They don't want to deal with it. They got enough going on. It's like nothing lasts. Don't ever believe anybody and they say, oh, this is wonderful. It's going to be like this for the rest of you. It ain't going to be. It ain't going to be. If they can steal your land, they're going to. All neighbors are going to try to steal your land if there's enough in between. I just had it again with another neighbor. I just had to pay another surveyor to prove it's my land. You know, and it's like, I don't get why people, you buy a house, you know where your land is. Stay there. You can't encroach on somebody else's land. And then the guy that owns it has to prove it's his. That's happened to me several times where I'm at now. I own quite a few building lots. And I just want to leave them like they are. I don't want to have nobody's coming in there. Best thing for you is to buy a piece of land while you're young, no matter what it is. As long as it's big enough to build a house on, buy a piece of land. And that's yours. You can go there. Nobody can tell you where, to what, to how, to nothing. And I've always kept a piece of land, so I got someplace. And that's half the reason I come back. Every time I left town, I own property here. So I'm gonna come back. Or give it to my brother or somebody if I'm not, whatever.
Well, I know that I've learned a lot about the town that I didn't know about, so I appreciate you sharing parts of your life. It's really
They're
been very
crooked.
interesting.
That town hall is so frickin' crooked, you got no idea. And if you're not in their clique, they're against you. Yeah. Look up the records and see where all their money goes. All right? When that pot shot opened, I was working with Debbie at the Board of Health quite a bit. They got like $7 or $8 million, I think, the first year. And I think this last year they only got $1 million. That's because People ain't buying it as much because it's legal. Everybody can grow their own. And they were charging a lot of money when they opened, and now they're giving it away practically because they'll go out of business if they don't. And it's all a political thing. What does the town do with all that money? Goes into the fund. What fund? They got new electric cars, they got this, they got that, the other. They use them to go home with, this and that, the other, whatever. If Tom Kohler was still alive, it wouldn't be half of that going on. They should have more guys like him in there proving where everything is. And you look up something, and then they're all mad at you, and they block it off as fast as you can look at it. Deter you to somebody else. Well, why don't you check with them? And it's nothing to do with it. They're just sending you off somewhere so you don't get your information. Got to look it up first and know what you're talking about.
Do your research. Well, you've been, yeah, you're something. And we appreciate you so much because I feel that not only have I learned something about the town, but now I also have learned that we've got to buy some land. What else did you learn today?
If you want something, do it.
Yeah.
Don't ask permission. Do whatever you think is right. And if you're wrong, first offense, they never do nothing. I don't care what it is. Do what you want. Don't ask permission. I learned that when I was way young. I asked if I could do something, they say no, and then you do it, and they say, I already told you. You know, it's like, don't ask. Do what you think is fair. And if you're happy with it, and whoever it is happy with it, that's all that matters. No matter what it is. If everything was consensual, there wouldn't be no problems.
Oh, Mr. Dodgers.
If somebody says no to you, walk away. Don't even bother. All right.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.